Hello, freak bitches. Well, it becomes a thing, like with Floyd Mayweather, you know? Like, a big thing about Floyd Mayweather is how much money he makes. It's not just that he's a great boxer. It's that he's going to make $300 million. Apparently, it's going to be even more than that. Did you see the pay-per-view numbers? They're talking about 6.5 million pay-per-view buys.
Wow.
So it's more than 2 million more than the Manny Pacquiao fight. That's insane.
Does that include the potential refunds? Did they say?
That's a good question.
Well, to be fair, he did nickname himself Money Mayweather.
Well, he did after he was Pretty Boy Floyd. He changed it.
But yeah, then he built the persona around I spend money.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do. I mean, it's cool and good for him, but he did make a big thing about spending money. That one time he showed like $100 million check.
Yeah,
do you remember
so
that?
Stupid.
I'm like, wait, why is that on like a regular ass check?
Yeah,
It was just like on a regular Chase Bank check. It wasn't even
a big cardboard one.
not even that, or printed out, on a, or even a wire or something. I would get that wire.
Yeah, laminate that thing.
Get
Do you think that's real? He's
I don't
really
know.
holding on to a $100 million check?
But it was just a regular ass check that you would buy groceries on in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Is that what it
shit.
says? 100 million.
Yeah, I guess he wrote it to himself, so it's
Mayweather Promotions general operating account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got $100 million in a Bank of America? I guess so.
It seems like he just holds on to it too.
Hey,
He doesn't cash it.
that's a weird.
Pulled it out of his book bag at one of the.
Yeah, I saw.
things, yeah.
But I mean, why is he hanging on to that? Why does you should probably cash that?
Well, it's
Probably
in
his
his
cash
other account anyways. His Mayweather
Yeah.
Promotions account. Who cares? So the Mayweather personal account, the checking.
So he's probably going to make more than $300 million from this last fight.
Sure. Yeah.
Amazing. I can't imagine that they won't do that again.
That him and
Conor won't do it again.
with
If
Mayweather.
if Conor can figure out how to not get tired,
Yeah.
if he can convince people, like say if he fights Paulie Malignaggi,
He's not.
beats the shit out of Paulie Malignaggi, and then says, Floyd, let's do it one more fucking time.
And I think Floyd would be like, "Nah, man, come on, we did that
I know.
already."
I know,
Best of
but
luck.
he starts thinking about that money. If you could figure out a way to get people excited about it, Conor could get somehow or another get more people to pay attention, because it was an interesting fight for the first 3 or 4 rounds.
He made it look interesting, but it really wasn't interesting. I thought it was interesting, but then when I thought back, it wasn't interesting.
Well, he caught Floyd clean. You know, he caught him with an uppercut in the first round.
Yeah.
Nobody hits Floyd clean like that.
Floyd
underestimated him, I think.
Also, wasn't doing that shoulder roll.
No.
He was, because he wanted to. He didn't believe in Conor's power. So Floyd usually boxes. And
Do you think that's what it is?
When you always see him boxing
Right.
that, like he boxed Canelo and he does that and
Right.
he goes off of that counter.
I don't think that's what it was. I think he knew that Conor was going to get tired if he was backing up. You know that Conor has endurance problems. And as long as he wasn't throwing a lot of punches, which Floyd wasn't, and he's constantly faking and moving, he's got Conor backing up. He could be. It's way easier to be defensive if you're not being offensive. So if you're not thinking about hitting the guy, if you're constantly like feinting and you got your hands up and you're moving forward, but really what you're thinking about is what he's throwing,
Yeah.
you can get away with a lot. And you could press forward a lot more because you're going to see the punches coming, because you're not really thinking too much about throwing your own punches unless there's like a clear, wide opening. So for the first couple of rounds, he's mostly like putting pressure on him, sizing him up. When I watched it after the fight, it became way more obvious. Like while you're watching it, you're like, "What's going to happen? What's going to happen?" Once you already know what's happened, then I watched it and I said, "Oh, I could see exactly what he's doing. He's feinting, putting a lot of pressure on Conor, and he's making Conor back up a lot, which is exhausting. And then also, Conor's not very efficient. He's not a boxer, so like there's a lot of energy being wasted. Like he's going to get tired more easily, and then he doesn't run, so he doesn't have the same kind of endurance that Floyd has. It's a lot of factors in there.
Yeah, and it was 111 punches, but some of them were like,
Yeah. Oh, the ones that Conor landed, you mean?
yeah, there was a few of them that were like little,
Yeah.
boops. Yeah,
There were also like weird ones, like little patty pack punches to the side of the head.
yeah,
and shit.
in the back of the head.
Yeah.
This is one meme that it shows Conor like this, and it just says, "Fuck this boxing shit."
Well, you know, you get used to that in MMA. You know, you get used to hammer fists.
Well, I think that's what I saw. I was talking about that, and a lot of other people were just wondering if muscle memory is going to just kick in, and he was going to do some weird MMA shit. And it did kick in a little bit, but not to the extreme.
Yeah, I think there was some massive penalties for any if he had any sort of
Like a
point deduction or anything that they did is something illegal. I think he had a massive penalty, more than $1 million for each thing he fucked
I
up
heard it was
with.
like 10 mil.
10 mil
That makes
for
sense.
each one.
That makes sense.
That 10 mil
Might
for
be
each
worth
one
it.
makes you get your shit together.
As long as he doesn't get disqualified, it might be worth it.
Yeah.
Like $10 million for one fucking knee to the body.